Welcome to Coin Explorer. Everyday pocket change can sometimes tell an extraordinary story, and the 2003 United States Roosevelt Dime is a perfect example. Millions of these 10-cent coins entered circulation, yet each one represents a lasting tribute to President Franklin D. Roosevelt and an important chapter in American coinage. While most examples remain worth only their face value in circulation, collectors still examine them carefully because condition, mint mark, verified mint errors, and collector demand can influence market value. Let's explore what makes this small coin interesting. The Roosevelt Dime first appeared in 1946, shortly after President Franklin D. Roosevelt passed away in 1945. The United States selected his portrait to honor his leadership during the Great Depression and World War II, as well as his support for the March of Dimes campaign against polio. The same basic design has remained in use for decades, making the Roosevelt Dime one of the longest-running coin designs in modern United States history. The obverse of the 2003 dime features a left-facing portrait of Franklin D. Roosevelt. Around the portrait are the inscriptions, "Liberty, in God We Trust," and the date, 2003. Depending on where the coin was produced, a small mint mark appears beside the date. Philadelphia coins display a P. Denver coins carry a D, while proof coins struck for collectors at the San Francisco Mint display an S. Each mint produced coins for different purposes. The reverse design is simple, yet meaningful. At the center stands a torch representing liberty. An olive branch appears on one side, symbolizing peace, while an oak branch appears on the other, representing strength and independence. Around the design are the inscriptions United States of America, 1 dime, and E pluribus unum. These symbols have appeared on Roosevelt dimes for generations and remain familiar to millions of Americans. The 2003 Roosevelt dime measures 17.91 millimeters in diameter, weighs 2.268 grams, and has a reeded edge. Unlike older silver dimes minted before 1965, the 2003 version is made from a copper core covered by an outer layer of copper nickel. This durable composition allows the coin to withstand years of circulation while maintaining its recognizable appearance. These specifications are standard across circulating Roosevelt dimes of the modern era. Large numbers of Roosevelt dimes were produced during 2003 to meet the needs of everyday commerce across the United States. Because of these high mintages, circulated examples are generally common today. For most people, a circulated 2003 dime remains worth its face value of 10 cents. However, collectors often search through rolls and pocket change hoping to find exceptionally preserved coins, attractive uncirculated examples, or genuine mint errors that stand apart. Collectors judge this coin primarily by its condition. A dime with sharp details, strong original luster, and very few marks is usually more desirable than one showing heavy wear. Coins professionally authenticated and graded by respected grading services often attract greater confidence in the marketplace. Some collectors also seek examples with full bands, a designation awarded only when the horizontal bands on the torch are fully struck and clearly separated. When discussing value, it is important to focus on verified collector sales rather than rumors shared online. Most circulated 2003 Roosevelt dimes are worth about 10 cents, while attractive uncirculated pieces may sell for a few dollars depending on grade, mint mark, and demand. Professionally authenticated coins with exceptional grades or confirmed mint errors can sell for higher amounts at auctions, but every sale depends on the individual coin and current collector interest, not on the date alone. Although the 2003 Roosevelt dime is common, collectors always look beyond the date. They inspect each coin for unusual characteristics created during the minting process. Genuine mint errors, such as off-center strikes, broad strikes, clipped planchets, die cracks, or certain doubled die varieties, are uncommon and must be verified before they are considered collectible. Authentication is important because damaged coins can sometimes resemble mint errors, but usually do not carry the same collector interest or value. One feature that receives special attention is the coin's mint mark. A 2003 P dime was struck at the Philadelphia Mint, while a 2003 D dime came from the Denver Mint. Proof versions bearing the ATS S mint mark were specially struck at the San Francisco Mint for collectors and were not intended for everyday circulation. Although all three share the same design, their production methods and collector demand differ, making each category interesting in its own way. If you find a bright and well-preserved 2003 dime, avoid cleaning or polishing it. Even gentle cleaning can leave tiny scratches that reduce its appeal to collectors and may lower its market value. Instead, hold the coin only by its edges and store it in a protective holder if you believe it is in exceptional condition. Preserving the original surface is usually the best approach for anyone interested in modern United States coins. Many stories online suggest that every old or unusual-looking coin is worth a fortune, but experienced collectors rely on evidence rather than speculation. Auction results vary because every coin is different. Factors such as certified grade, eye appeal, rarity of any verified mint error, and current collector demand all influence the final selling price. For that reason, no single value can accurately represent every 2003 Roosevelt dime found in circulation. The 2003 Roosevelt dime reminds us that collecting is about more than chasing high prices. Every coin reflects the technology, craftsmanship, and history of the United States Mint at the time it was produced. Even a common circulation coin can become an enjoyable part of a collection when it is preserved in outstanding condition or represents an important year, mint, or variety. That sense of discovery keeps many collectors searching through their change. Today, most circulated 2003 Roosevelt dimes continue to trade at face value, while attractive uncirculated examples may sell for several dollars depending on their certified grade and collector demand. Coins with documented authenticated mint errors or exceptionally high professional grades have sometimes realized stronger auction prices, but those examples are the exception rather than the rule. Responsible collecting always begins with careful examination and reliable authentication before assigning any premium value. The next time you receive a 2003 Roosevelt dime in your change, take a closer look before spending it. Examine the date, mint mark, overall condition, and the torch bands on the reverse. You may simply have an ordinary 10-cent coin, or you could discover a well-preserved example that deserves a place in a collection. Either way, every Roosevelt dime carries a small but meaningful piece of American history that continues to interest collectors around the world.